do some makeup with me while I tell you about the time I thought it was a good idea to get in a random ass person's car. I did most of my skincare already.
Marietta, Georgia.
Our eyes, we're gonna use the Bare Necessities from ColourPop, and this is the base I use. So when I was in high school, I got withdrawn my senior year from school. That's another story for another day. Obviously, I needed to redo my senior year. So when I did end up going back to school, I only had 4 classes. So I had early dismissal. 95% of the time, my boyfriend at the time would pick me up from school. But this particular day, he had an eye appointment. So I had to walk home, which was no biggie, nothing I hadn't done before. Ass is walking home, right? And I had my phone in my bra, like this. But it was sticking out because I was listening to music. Then this girl starts walking my direction, right? And then she walks up to me and she starts telling me that her boyfriend had just left her right there. And then she asks if she can borrow my phone. And I kind of felt like I couldn't say no because my phone obviously is like right there. So I was like, yeah. Also, important side note, I used to wear a lot of Jordans like I do now, back then. And I feel like those are a very important part of the freaking story. And you'll see why. And I don't remember if this was after she had already used my phone or as I gave her my phone, but she complimented the shoes I was wearing, and then she asked what size they were, which now that I think about it is kind of weird. She's like, do you mind going to the car wash that was like literally like 2 minutes away from where we were? She's like, I think my boyfriend's there washing his car. She's like, I'll give you a ride home. Well, we'll give you a ride home since you let me borrow your phone. And honestly, I don't know why I thought, oh yeah, this was a good idea. We get to the gas station and her boyfriend is indeed there. And this man was scary looking, okay? He was really big, bald. He looked kind of like I want to be trouble. She's telling him, you know, we need to give her a ride home. She let me borrow her phone. So we all get in the car. My second mistake right there. So to go to the direction to my house, getting out of the car wash, you have to take a left. This man took a right, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So he took a right, he drove a little bit, and we ended up behind some apartment complex, which I know exactly where we were. But it was like, why the fuck are we here? You know, we're supposed to be taking my ass home. So while we're in the car, they were asking me if I garden, and of course I did. So he's in the front seat doing something, right? And then when we're at the apartments, he gets out of the car, and then she gets out of the car. So of course I get out of the car. So he starts turning something on, right? And he tries passing it to me, and I'm like, no, like I'm good. You know, my mom's waiting for me. I gotta go. You know, trying to make all these excuses just for them to take my ass home. You know, because at this point I was panicking. And he starts walking towards me, and then he starts walking around me. Then he starts saying, oh yeah, you look good. And I'm just like, in the inside, I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So then this fucking bitch starts fucking laughing, and she's like, stop, you're scaring her. And then she says, let's just take her home already, come on. Or some shit like that. But we all get back in the car. I know. What the fuck I was thinking this day? And I feel like it was mostly because she was a female. And, you know, in my cabecita, I was like, you know, she's a girl. I don't think girls would do some shit like this, you know? And I didn't watch as much crime shows as I do now. Now, I know everybody and anybody is capable of doing anything. So we get out of the apartment, and he pulls into a gas station that was like literally right in front of the apartment. We park at the corner store, right? And as we're parking at the corner store, another car pulls up right next to us. And of course, the car that pulls up right next to us, they know each other. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here, which I should have done a long time ago. But I had also been texting my boyfriend at the time and telling him like everything that had been going on. So I finally just told him, you know what, I appreciate y'all trying to give me a ride, but I got a homeboy that lives like right around the corner. I'm just gonna go see if he's home. And of course, they're both like, no, are you sure we can give you a ride? And I was like, no, like I'm good, thanks, I gotta go. So I'm getting out of the car, I start walking away. there was other females in the other car, and one of them started like yelling out, "Oh my god, I like your shoes." And I think I just like waved my hand like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like speed walking right to my friend's house, because I did have a friend that lived there, around there. I get to his house, and of course he's not fucking out. So I'm like, fuck. Of course I'm panicking way more now. So I knew where I was, but I was like way more in the neighborhood than I thought I was, in the box where the main road is. So that's where I was trying to get to. That's where I was telling my boyfriend, you know, that I was gonna meet him or whatever. I'm walking back, and you know, I'm trying to make my way to the freaking Jack in the Box. And then I see their car like driving around. I was like, fuck, they're fucking looking for me, bro. So I'm like speed walking, and I mean like, and of course they fucking catch up to me, right? And they pulled up like right in front of me. Like I was standing on the sidewalk, right? Not that far off to like the street. And they pulled up like right, damn near on the motherfucking sidewalk, pretty much. And she's like, "Hey, we called you." And I looked down at my phone. I'm like, "What do you mean you called?" It happened like so fast. After she said that, I looked down, and she fucking snatched my fucking phone, and they took off. And of course, I fucking took off running. Like I was running. I finally get to the Jack in the Box, right? That I was there, because he saw me, and girl, I was waving my. I thought he was gonna drive off. So anyways, get to the car, get inside the car, and of course, you know, I tell them they fucking took my phone, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he ended up calling my phone. They picked up like one time. And of course, he went off. And then he drove around for a while trying to find them, but we never did. I ended up like seeing them years later, which is fucking crazy. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I saw her later on in life. She walked into a grocery store I was working at the time, and she looked right at me, and I know damn well she recognized me. Like, yeah, bitch, I know you fucking know what the fuck you did. And a little after it happened, I don't remember if it was on TV or on the internet somewhere, I found out that they were actually looking for them. They were actually wanted for a theft, which is crazy. Because now that I think about it, I was like, that's the whole reason she came up to me in the first place. She wanted the freaking shoes I was wearing. Which is crazy to think about that now, because it's like, how the hell were they going to go about that? Like, they have to get these shoes off my feet. How are they going to do that? Also, when I was walking home, right, before she even came up to me, now I remember the car they were driving drove past me like 2 or 3 times before they actually stopped. So it's like, girl, now it's like you really have to be aware of your surroundings, which now I'm like, you know, everything because of that. And because, like I said, I watch a lot of true crime now, so you just never know. You never know. You would think, though, that at my age, I should have known better, which, you know, I should have. But like I said, because she was a girl, I don't know. I didn't. But I damn did sure learn my lesson, though. Because, girl, I never did that shit again. Never would. And now I try to tell my daughter all the time, don't talk to nobody you don't know. Like, you know, like, no. But, anyways, this is the look. I like it. The liner actually came out. Anybody else take forever to finish their drink? I got this like hours ago. Don't do what I did, ever. Because, yeah.